Welcome back to the Pioneer Sideline. I'm Matt Kruth here with your National Sports Report. The World Series is set as the Red Sox were able to complete a 4-2 series victory over the Detroit Tigers Saturday. The Red Sox will play against the St. Louis Cardinals beginning on Wednesday to determine who will be the world champs. The favorites, with the home field advantage, look to be Boston, although the St. Louis Cardinals are getting Alan Craig back, who says he will play in the World Series, which should boost the St. Louis offensive attack. Saturday not only marked the end of the season for the Tigers, but also the end of Jim Leyland's managerial career. Jim Leyland announced after Saturday's loss that he will not be returning to manage the Tigers for the 2014 season. In NFL news, the biggest story of the weekend was Peyton Manning losing to his former team, the Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck led the Colts to a 39-33 victory at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Giants went to 1-6 against the Vikings Monday night as they finally get their first win of the season. Also, the Patriots were upset by the New York Jets this weekend and fall to 4-2 in the AFC East. The Bengals won on a last-second field goal in Detroit to beat the Detroit Lions, and the Steelers won in similar fashion at home to the Ravens. Le'Veon Bell rushed for 93 yards on 19 carries, and Ben Roethlisberger went 17 for 23 and threw for 160 yards. Finally, the Penguins went to 3-1, highlighted by their victory over the Vancouver Canucks, while the Sharks are the hottest team in the league with a 7-1-1 record to start the season. Back to you, Chris.
Thanks, Matt. Coming off their first season in the KIAC, the men's basketball team looks to improve in their second season, and here is Kyle Anthony with the preview. Coming back on 3.
Well, Chris, the Point Park men's basketball team is coming into this season with high expectations. They finished last season with an overall record of 14-11, and in the KIC they were 8-7. They finished with a school record in scoring, averaging 93.2 points per game. But they lost a couple key players. Starters, TJ Hetherington, Jimmy Taylor, and Babs Samoye. They also lost a key reserve in Asa Braxton. The team is only returning 2 starters in Gabe McNeil and Matt Noska. Other players that are returning from last year's team are forward Josh Polott, guard Robbie Hetherington, but the Pioneers were able to add a group of transfers to help improve this team. These transfers include junior Alan Hetherington, Heater from Edinburgh University, senior forward Nick Brown from West Liberty, and sophomore forward TJ Lehner from Seton Hill University. These additions will make the Pioneers a bigger and more athletic team. The Pioneers' first game is against Lourdes on November 5th at 7 p.m. They will also be doing a beginning of the season tournament at Ohio Christian University. Their first KIC game is at Indiana Kokomo on November 12th at home.
In 2 seasons, Coach Tony Grenick has gotten the women's basketball team to 2 conference titles. Tim Hardy now joins us to preview his 3rd season as the head coach of the Pioneers.
Point Park women's basketball will be a sight to see. They have a return in for them, the upperclassmen Katrisa Savitsky, Teresa Davis, and the big 4 Janine McFadden, who was big for the Pioneers, averaging a double-double. They lost some big factors this year, losing Emily Shortner, the long shooter, and a general point guard, April Austin. They have a lot of depth this year, had a lot of scores, and maybe better defense than last year. They won section last year in the KIAC for the first year being 25-7 and being 11-4 in the KIAC. Having a big presence at home, being 12-2. Some key players coming in for the Pioneers is a duo from Bishop Canavan, Selena DePietro, and Carly Force. Also having the transfer Kayla Carew from the New Zealand. The biggest problem I see is chemistry. I need to gel with a lot of new factors, but also the offense. Last year, the defense led them being the best in the KAC, but they had now no offense to back it up. If head coach Tony Grenick can find a way to solve them problems, I think him and his team will have another great season, and I think possibly win a section and head into the NIAA National Tournament.
The Point Park Athletic Department hosted its first ever Basketball Madness for the basketball teams this past week. Pioneer Sideline reporter Brittany Lawfer was there to show us all the excitement.
Woo! Talk about a free throw. Point Park University hosted Basketball Madness, where students show their school spirit to prepare for the upcoming basketball seasons.
Basketball Madness is a chance for the student athletes, men's and women's basketball, to come out and showcase their talents on the court. Student Center Gym on campus. We do play our home games off campus, so this is a rare chance for the student body, their peers, to see them in action on campus. Three-point shooting, dunks. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get the crowd involved. There's going to be some prizes given away, and we hope that the folks come out and have a great time.
In addition to the team events, the cheerleaders and Impulse Dance team showcased their talents as well. Although they look good out on the court, a lot of work has gone into crafting these teams.
I would say our weakness is maybe defense. We could have worked on our defense a little bit more, but scoring is definitely not going to be a problem for us.
Our weaknesses is more on defense. We definitely need to talk more, and we kind of need to control the ball. Like sometimes we get a little crazy and throw things away, but it's only the beginning of the season, and we're only just going to get better.
Well, as a team, we can always shoot the three, and this year we're a little longer. We can get up and down the court. We can cover people, cover more area. Hopefully we'll be able to get up and down faster than opponents, being that we're smaller and just lighter than everyone. And also, we led the nation in scoring last year, so we always have that as a thing to look forward to every season.
Well, our strength of the team has been for like the past 2 years, and including this year, is we're super fast. Like we can get up and down the court, and our defense is like unstoppable. We were ranked nationally, and I still think we have one of the most amazing defenses in our conference.
And that's the game. Basketball season begins October 26th for women and November 5th for men. I hope to see you cheering on your fellow Point Park Pioneers. Reporting for Point Park University, I'm Brittany Lawfer.
Brittany, and after our final break, we will take a look at the Fall Classic and see who will come out on top, the Boston Red Sox or the St. Louis Cardinals.